dear students. Welcome to your favorite place, Prism Science Academy, Behror. And here we are discuss to the second chapter of our syllabus, Gauss law and its application. First of all, we discuss about area vector. What is area vector? The normal drawn outward and area element is called area vector. It means we have a surface. In this diagram, we have a surface which area is denoted by capital A. This surface is situated in xz plane and the perpendicular drawn on this area is in y direction. This perpendicular is known as area vector. But the area is denoted by A and area vector is denoted by A vector. If any other area is denoted by S, then the area vector which can be written as S vector. If area is small and denoted by dA, if area is small and denoted by dA, then area vector is denoted by dA vector. अगर कहीं पे हमें एरिया dA की बजाय ds, if area is denoted by ds, then its area vector is denoted by ds vector. Okay, students. Now the topic is electric flux. What is electric flux? Look at the definition. Total number of electric field lines. Total number of electric field lines passing through any surface, and the surface is placed in electric field. These number of electric field lines is called electric flux. I repeat, total number of electric field lines which are passing through any surface which is placed in the electric field is called electric flux. The electric flux is a scalar quantity and it is denoted by phi E. It is denoted by phi E, where the phi is here for flux and E is here for electric field. At any place, you can see phi B. This means also flux, but the B is here for magnetic field and phi B represented magnetic flux. But here we discuss only about electric flux, which is denoted by phi E, and it is a scalar quantity. Diagram shows electric field, which is intensity is E vector, and this is the surface. The magnitude of surface is capital A. We draw a perpendicular on this surface is denoted by A vector, and it is known as the area vector of this surface A. If at any place electric field is E vector and area vector is A vector, then the flux can be written as phi E is equal to E vector dot A vector. Phi E means electric flux is equal to the dot product of electric field and the area vector. So we know the formula. A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. It means here E vector dot A vector is equal to EA cos theta. What is theta? Here theta is the angle between two physical quantities. Which of two physical quantity? One of electric field E vector, and the second one is area vector, which is denoted by A vector. Theta is the angle between electric field E vector and area vector A vector. If there are a small area and the small area is denoted by dA vector, then the formula can be written as d phi E. Why d phi? Here we draw phi E. Phi E means total flux, but d phi E means small flux because the area is also small. So the formula can be written as d phi E is equal to E vector dot dA vector for a small area, and it can be written as EdA cos theta. If area is S, then the formula will be E vector dot S vector ES cos theta. If the area is ds, then the formula can be written as E vector dot ds vector is equal to EDS cos theta. now we will talk about the factors which can affect electric flux. It means where we wrote the factors which can affect electric flux. कौन-कौन से factors हैं जो कि electric flux को affect कर सकते हैं? There are three factors which can affect electric flux. First one is electric field, E vector. Second one is area vector, A vector. And the third one is angle theta, the angle between E vector and A vector, the angle between electric field and area vector. Here are some special cases for the angle between E vector and A vector. First of all, we will talk about how the electric field can affect electric flux. From the formula, we can show phi E is equals to Ea cos theta. It means phi E means electric flux is directly proportional to electric field. If the electric field increases, the electric flux also increases. If the electric field decreases, electric flux will also decrease. From the formula, we can write phi E is directly proportional to A. It means the area of the surface is increases, then electric flux also increases. The electric flux depends on electric field, directly proportional. The electric flux depends on the area of the surface, directly proportional. And the third factor is angle theta between E vector and A vector. Special cases for the angle. First special case is if the angle between E vector and A vector is 0 degree. Look at the figure. If the angle between E vector and A vector is 0 degree means the electric field and the area vector both are parallel to each other. That we can see in this diagram. Here, this is the electric field and this is any surface which area is A, and the area vector in this side, in the same side of electric field, is A vector. In this condition, we can see that theta is equal to 0 degree. So, we have the formula for electric flux. Phi E is equal to Ea cos theta. Here theta is equal to 0 and cos 0 is equal to 1. This is the maximum value of cos. So, phi E is equal to Ea, and electric flux will also maximum in this condition. Look at the second condition. If the angle between E vector and E vector and A vector is 90 degree, it means the electric field and the area vector both are perpendicular to each other, which we can show in this diagram. This is the direction of electric field and it is the direction with red arrow shows the area vector. Here we have theta is equal to 90 degree. According to formula, electric flux phi E is equal to Ea cos theta. But we know cos 90 is equal to 0. So electric flux phi E is also will be 0. And in this situation, no electric field lines, no electric flux will pass through this surface which is placed in the electric field. Okay, dear students, now we will talk about the unit and the dimension of electric flux. First of all, we will talk about the unit of electric flux. The SI unit of electric flux. Okay, according to formula of electric flux, phi E is equal to E vector dot A vector. E vector is electric field and A vector is area vector. So, first of all, we have to put the unit of E vector and then the unit of A vector. We know that the unit of E vector, the unit of electric field is equal to Newton upon Coulomb. Newton upon Coulomb is the unit of electric field, and the unit of area is equal to meter square. Unit of area is meter square. So the unit of phi E means electric flux is equal to Newton upon Coulomb into meter square. So the unit of electric flux is equal to Newton into meter square upon Coulomb. Here we have another unit of electric flux because we have another unit of electric field and other unit of electric field is volt per meter. So the another unit of electric flux will be volt per meter into meter square. Here meter is cancelled by meter, and we have the unit of electric flux is equal to volt into meter, the second unit of electric flux. Okay, dear students, now we will talk about the dimension of electric flux. What is the dimension of electric flux? First of all, the formula of electric flux is phi E is equal to E vector dot A vector. But the formula of electric field, according to first chapter, E vector is equals to F vector upon Q naught, where F vector is the force and Q naught is any test charge, any unit charge. So phi E electric flux is equals to F vector upon Q naught dot A vector. Now we will write the dimension of force, charge and area. So the dimension of force is equals to M1 L1 T minus 2 upon the dimension of charge A1 T1 into the dimension of area, length into length, L2. We got M1 L1 and 2 LQ T minus 2 and minus 1 T minus 3, and this A1 is written as here A minus 1. So students, this is the dimension of electric flux, M1 L3 T minus 3 A minus 1. Okay students, now we take an example related to electric flux. The example is, find the value of electric flux passing through a surface which area is 5 I cap meter square, which is placed in an electric field of intensity 200 I cap plus 300 J cap Newton per Coulomb. Okay, the given quantities is area vector, S vector is 5 I cap meter square, where I cap is the unit vector according to x axis, and second quantity is E vector is equal to 200 I cap plus 300 J cap Newton per Coulomb. Okay, we have to find the electric flux phi E. Okay, the formula of flux is phi E is equal to E vector dot A vector. Put the value in the formula. E vector 200 I cap plus 300 J cap dot. The area is 5 I cap. Okay, Now the solution is 200 multiplied by 5, 200 multiplied by 5, and the unit vector I cap is dot multiplied by I cap dot I cap. In the second step, 300 is multiplied by 5, 300 multiplied by 5, and unit vector j cap multiplied by I cap, j cap dot I cap. We know about the dot product of unit vectors. I cap dot I cap is equals to 1 and j cap dot I cap is equal to 0. So we got the value 200 into 5, 1000, and I cap into I cap 1 plus 300 into 5 and j cap dot I cap is equal to 0. Now the value of electric flux which is passing through the given surface is equals to 1000 and the unit is Newton meter square per coulomb. Okay, this was the topic of electric flux. So students, God bless you and thank you. Please stay home.